Howdy folks, thanks for joining us on KZTV. I'm your host KZ and today we'll talk immigration. Discussing political questions has become similar to navigating a minefield lately, and with migration being one of the big ones, but also one that begs addressing.
The stakes are too high!
Europe is in disarray, with violence and rape never before witnessed, or dare I say, tolerated among civilized society.
The ref is gonna let it slide!
In the Americas, the famed caravan is making its way to the Mexico-US border, and to some, the future may seem bleak. Those are some of the reasons why I think we should all make an effort to understand immigration better, so we can make those never simple decisions in ours and everyone else's future. I'll be happy to share what I've learned to help anyone who's made it his goal to understand those complex issues a little bit better, and I ask that anyone who knows more than I do help educate me to where I'm lacking. To gain a foothold on immigration, we should really discuss how countries get started when a tribe starts making its own decisions based on many complex factors, such as their available information, their resources, their security, culture, region, or political gain, to name just a few. Their neighboring tribes will do the same, but will inevitably come to different decisions and conclusions based on their own complex set of factors, and some of those decisions may turn out better, some of those decisions will turn out roughly the same, some of those decisions will turn out worse or drastically worse. Case in point, socialism and capitalism, democracy and fascism. Take your pick, there's plenty to go around. Do you mean the rise of communism and the fascism? And let me tell you about what I think about. Good! Sorry about that. That's a tale for another time. And with different decisions, knowing it or not at the time, different countries establish the different standards of living and standards of prosperity among themselves. That is, of course, a gross overgeneralization of how it happened, but time's pressuring. Now, imagine you're a doctor or whatever, and you learn that in your neighboring country, they don't have a lot of doctors at all, and each doctor can have like a lot of patients. You can be greedy and go to that other country to make a ton of money, or you can be altruistic. You can want to heal more people. And guess what? In both cases, you will heal more people and you will make more money. And on top of that, the people of that country you immigrated to will be really happy with you because, well, you healed them. They have a doctor. Pay attention. So, I guess what I'm really saying is that migrants can be good or bad or anywhere in between. It's up to the people inside that country to make sure they can accommodate them. It really depends on the time and how the country can deal with them. You say healthcare should be left to the market? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, because no, bad. Today we talk about immigration. However, time is key. If at that moment they didn't need many doctors, our friend would be in a deep mess. Let's have a look at some pros and cons that affect immigration, with time being the key aspect. When the United States started advertising the American dream and the dreamers, they were in need of a lot of labor to flow into the country. However, they didn't need too many specified workers, since by and large the job openings were assembly lines, factories, or yard work, which could be picked up very quickly. The great majority of those migrants were needed and respected for their contribution to the country, despite some predictable setbacks such as cultural clashes, which were not racially inspired, as we can look to the Irish for the proof. The United States had a lot to offer to the world, being pretty much the only country which didn't get its factories bombed during World War II. It could export a lot of materials and trading goods to help the rest of the world get back on its feet. However, if you get a large displacement of people, again, time being really key here, when the unemployment is high, with those poor migrants being unable to compete on the job market, you can collapse your whole country.
Okay, maybe it was a wrong decision to bet all of our economic futures on a kickball game.
At that point, you're inviting people to be unemployed in your country instead of their own and starve all the same. You're forcing them to take advantage of the social safety net your country has provided over the years, and when left with no alternative, downright abuse it. As a result, three things go really bad. First, the suffering migrants experience higher cultural clashes than they otherwise would. Second, the natives suffer from cultural clashes, yes, but also from their safety net being thinned down to the point of breaking, where it can't even support the people who built and financed it. And third, the global economy suffers. The bigger the country, the bigger the collapse. Because of the decreased purchasing power coming in and out of that country due to unemployment and everything that goes with it. You're saying we should close the border, my Aryan brother? Good. No, I'm saying we need less people suffering everywhere. See, the problem with ideology, that indecision, is that it brings communism or fascism. No. I already go. No going off topic. Going back to the pros, diverse minds coming and working together can achieve great advances all across the board. For example, we can look at Europe scientists when they took America's invite, worked together, and then they put a flag on the moon. Neat. However, nowadays, we see diversity go rotten. We see diversity of ethnicity take priority over the one adversity we should be looking for, diversity of opinion. That sort of rhetoric creates entitlement, to a point where people form a caravan and then bend to be let into your country. Coming soon to a border near you. I ask that before you make a decision, if you're pro or against immigration, consider what does your country need? What people your country can afford to let in? Do you need specific talents to help your country prosper? And if yes, what are they? If your country is experiencing unemployment, a migrant that can help solve that is a business owner, someone who will create jobs. Or a highly educated professional, such as a scientist, who will not compete for his job with the people in the country. You get more people who can be taxed and help stabilize your own country and unemployment issue, and help make the rest of the world a better place to live as well. The conclusion is, filtering is key. You need to filter for those qualities which will be beneficial for your country at that time, then filter everyone for those specific qualities. This way, your migrants are happier, your natives are happier, and those two groups gain the ability to help everyone outside of the country prosper as well. Help yourself so you can help others. And when history looks back, be the people who made the correct decision. And if you already have, thanks. Oh, didn't think anyone would make it this far. Thank you. Are you looking for more videos? Well, the best thing you can do is comment, like, and share to tell us that you want more. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you don't miss any of the new videos we've got prepared for you. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.
Unfortunately, there's absolutely no time to train you people.